If you deal with hostile mobs in Minecraft, mine for more resources, and want to survive mining in caves, this video is for you. Throughout this narrated gameplay, I will be giving some tips on how you can deal with hostile mobs in caves, survive caves without dying, what ores to mine when you first start, and other tips I will be discussing in this video. Anyways, let's start the video. If you encounter a creeper, don't directly try to kill it. It might explode to kill you before you kill it. Instead, if you don't want its loot, let it explode attempting to kill you without dying. If you do want its loot, hit the creeper. Immediately get away, then repeat the process until you kill it. Unless you can kill it fast and want to risk it, don't do it if you want to survive. When I saw the Enderman, I made a tunnel 1 block deep and attempted to kill the Enderman safely. I used water to try to kill it, but it didn't work. I was very afraid during that time since I didn't take the risk to kill it directly, so I moved on. If you want a tip to kill an Enderman, watch part 3 of this series. The playlist will be in the description. As I was exploring, I suddenly got ambushed by a skeleton. Again, I kept wasting time shielding myself since I just got so caught up in fear. I shot the skeleton but I didn't have enough arrows to kill it. So what I did was mine through to get past them so that I won't die. After I reached the skeleton, it died from the reflection of the arrow from my shield. I mined through and let the creeper explode without me dying. I finally mined my way out after that and fought the creeper, letting it explode. Then I got rid of the zombie. So if you deal with hostile mobs in caves, you have to make sure you wear some type of armor, even if it's just leather armor, since it can still reduce the amount of damage you take from mobs even just a bit. Don't go into caves without any armor. You will be more weaker and vulnerable. You can get leather from cows when you hunt for food. You also have to make sure you bring the necessary tools and a sword to fight mobs, just like I did. Later, I got ambushed by 2 hostile mobs. I got rid of both of them. Once a skeleton drops an arrow, pick it up as soon as possible, so you can use your bow and practice range attacks. Also, if your inventory is full and you want to pick up an item, just throw away the item you don't need the most. As I saw the wandering trader, I was spending my time looking for things to buy using emeralds, but none of them are worth buying. If you will buy something from the wandering trader, make sure it's something rare to your environment and something you really want or need. You don't want to waste your emeralds. When you're mining ores, you want to prioritize iron the most, because not only is iron very durable, but it's even more available and disposable than diamonds or netherite. If you run out of iron, you can always mine more, but if you run out of diamonds or netherite, you have to work hard to find more since they are very rare and hard to find. Not to mention the number of things you can craft using iron. You can even spawn a mob using it to defend you. But before you prioritize iron, you have to prioritize coal first, especially when you start your Minecraft survival world without iron. The first ore you have to mine is coal because you will be using that to make torches. So you can explore caves with light, mine iron with other ores, and smelt them with the furnace you have. Remember this when you are mining ores. With a wooden pickaxe, you can only mine coals, nether quartz, and nether gold ores. With a stone pickaxe, you can only mine coals, nether quartz, nether gold ores, iron, copper, and lapis. With an iron pickaxe, you can mine any ore except netherite. With a gold pickaxe, you can only mine coals, nether quartz, and nether gold ores. And with diamond and netherite pickaxes, you can mine any ore. If you're mining in caves, you want to make sure you bring your furnace and any fuel, so you can smelt ores in the cave while exploring to mine more ores. Just make sure you don't get lost. In that way, you don't waste too much time waiting for all ores to be smelted. That would be boring. Another tip for surviving caves is always to bring food. As time passes by, your hunger bar goes down. If you have a very low hunger bar, you can't run, you can only walk. Also, if your hunger bar is not full, your health bar will not regenerate. As a result, you will eventually die if you take any damage. When it comes to animal food, make sure they are all cooked, so you won't have to cook them when you're outside. You can also bring vegetables, soup, or any other food. Whatever you do, just don't go to caves without food. You will be vulnerable. Also, when it comes to your armor, shield, and other tools in Minecraft, you have to make sure you take note of their durability, so you can know when to repair or get new armor, shield, or any other tools, so you won't break or lose them unprepared. This is why bringing extra resources is important. You use them for your survival and sustainability. I was searching for the crafting recipe for the anvil because I will make one to repair damaged tools, shields, and armor. I was also searching for the crafting recipe for the iron block, as the raw irons were being smelted. I took the smelted iron ingots from the furnace to use them for crafting an anvil, a new iron breast piece, and iron leggings. Also to repair some tools in case they have low durability. I also started to craft the pieces of the anvil while waiting for all of the iron to be smelted. Once I had enough iron, I crafted the anvil and started to repair my iron tools. Later, when more iron was smelted, I used them to make an iron breast piece. I also crafted another set of iron boots only to realize I already had 2 pairs of iron boots. So I put the new boots on. Later, when I wasn't looking at my sight, a zombie villager ambushed me. So I took out my sword and killed it. This is why you need to cover your space if you will be staying in one place in a cave. Hostile mobs can spawn anywhere inside the cave where there is no light. After what happened, I still waited for all the iron to be smelted. I also combined 2 of the damaged iron boots to give myself more space in my inventory. After that, I crafted some iron leggings and repaired my shield. Once all the raw irons were smelted, I mined the 2 iron ores and 1 coal. Since I still had some coal, I didn't bother mining the rest. Since I still had 2 raw iron, I decided to smelt them before I leave. After that, I left and then took the torches. As I was exploring the cave, I still decided to smelt all of the raw copper, so that I wouldn't have to smelt them anymore. Personally, I recommend that you smelt ores once you mined enough ores that you want so that you don't have to smelt them once you get home. Later, when I was very impatient with all the raw copper being smelted since it took too long, I decided to use my water bucket and replace it with lava at the moment. So if you have a water bucket and you're smelting a lot of ores, try to find lava and use the bucket to fill it up, then put the lava bucket in the furnace. It will smelt all of the ores faster. Make sure to put your water somewhere first before you fill your bucket with lava. But if there's no lava, then just be patient. I went down into the ravine to do something while waiting for all the ores to be smelted. I brought down the wandering trader since I wanted to trade with it. Since I don't know what to trade with my emeralds, I decided to just buy pumpkins from the wandering trader. I thought it was the best item to buy. Later, when the fuel of the lava was in the furnace, I took the bucket and filled it up with water. I'm still picking up copper as they were still smelting. As I was going to explore the ravine while waiting for all ores to be smelted, I was shot by a skeleton. I saw the skeleton that I thought shot me, only to realize it was behind me, so I fought and killed it. When you are fighting mobs in Minecraft, make sure that you are attentive toward your surroundings so that hostile mobs won't ambush or kill you. I was trying to go through the water to reach and kill the skeleton, but it kept shooting me, so I left, combined the bows together, shot it, and used stone blocks to block the water, so I could reach and kill it. Going back, copper was still smelting, so while waiting, I blocked every pathway where hostile mobs could ambush me. This is to prevent me from being harmed. You can use this tip to protect yourself from hostile mobs if you will be staying in one place in a cave temporarily. I was still getting all the smelted copper from the furnace since I feel very impatient considering the fact that it takes very long to add even more space to my inventory and to increase my iron boots durability. I combined my iron boots. Since I decided to leave this cave after all the ores were smelted, I decided to collect dirt blocks so I would be able to mine my way up back to the open overworld. After I collected as many dirt blocks as I want, there were only a few raw coppers left to be smelted. Finally, once all the ores were smelted, I threw away the gold ore and dirt block to give myself more space. Now here's a tip about throwing items away you don't need. If it's a block or an item you can place that you don't need, just place it somewhere whether it be near or far from you. If it's an item you don't need that you can't place, if you have wood, craft a chest and put all the items you don't want. If you don't have wood to make a chest, then it's best to just throw it. Please don't repeat the same mistake I made, because if you just throw items away, they would just be wasted to despawn. Using the dirt blocks I got earlier, I stacked them to mine back up at the open world. Now here's where you need to be careful. When you are mining back up to get out of a cave, make sure to watch out for lava. In case this happens to you, here's what you need to do. When you are mining up and see lava falling, make sure you place a block immediately to cover you, so you'll be safe. The lava doesn't fall as fast as the water, it's slower to fall and spread. Now suppose you didn't block yourself in time and the lava burns you so badly. In that case, you still must block the flowing lava using a block or your water bucket to save your life. If you block it with a block, use the water to stop the burning process. If you block it with water, you will lose the water, but you will still stop burning since you got into contact with water, so I suggest using a block. Now suppose a creeper might fall on you as you mine. In that case, as you dig straight up, use your water bucket and place it 2 blocks high, so if a creeper falls on you and explodes, it will not kill you, because if you are fully submerged in water, it can't damage you. I recommend that you always put water 2 blocks high when you are mining straight up so you will never die by a creeper, and don't worry about drowning. Just lift yourself up and mine your way up. Make sure you are fully submerged in water when such things happen to you. Otherwise, this tip won't work. Also, don't worry about a lot of other hostile mobs falling on you. They don't pile up on one block, they spread throughout the cave. But if that happens, block the hole above you and kill them all immediately. This is why it's best to just walk back to where you came from. Instead of just mining straight up, use torches to make a pathway to your exit and to light your way. In future videos, there will be more tips about playing Minecraft to help you to survive and make your life easier in the game. So if you're interested, you can check the playlist I have on my channel. The playlist will be in the description. Also, if you are mining straight up, just use the blocks you mined to pile up. For those who will dig straight down, here's what you need to do. First, dig 2 holes. Next, stand on one of the holes. While standing on one of the holes, you mine the other hole. By mining like this, you prevent fall damage, fire damage from lava, or other dangers. So you will see what's on the bottom without falling immediately into danger. You can also dig down in a spiral way. Whatever you do, don't dig straight down. You may die from fall damage or fall into lava, because you might fall into a deep cave. While I was mining, I thought it was night time, so I took my bed and tried to sleep, only to realize it was still daytime. So I kept mining, and mining until I finally reached the surface, but it was already night time, so I covered the hole and slept. After that, I finally got out. Before I end this video, here's the last tip I'll give for this episode. Before you leave the game, I would recommend going into a secure place like a closed structure such as a village house, or covering yourself with any blocks except blocks that Enderman can carry. So once you join the world again, you will be more secured from any hostile mobs that might ambush you, so that you won't die, like what happened last time. So these are the tips I have for you today. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more if you're interested. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.